Have you heard of it? The legendary ship that crossed the high-damage strait. The story of Herr Magellan Quattro. Let's start with the story of Herr Magellan. In 2019, Herr Magellan is born. Equipped with 3 engines on a journey to create a beautiful texture called Un Dois Tres set sail for the ocean called the beauty and beauty industry. Crossing various islands and straits, as a new system treatment. Herr Magellan, as it has become a major influence on the beauty and beauty industry. And I want to run through this ocean with Herr Magellan. The number of crew members said that it was increasing. Everything was going well. That was the moment I was thinking. A strait appeared before us, Herr Magellan. Its name is High Damage Strait. Even the Herr Magellan, which was said to surpass any rough waves, I couldn't compete in front of the big waves of the High Damage Strait. Is the limit of Herr Magellan so far? Can't you see the glorious Herr Magellan anymore? Everyone was giving up. At that time, I developed an engine with 1 crew member. The 4th engine is none of Un Dois Tres. The new engine is powered by Un Dois Tres. It had the power to show its full potential. The developer said, "This is the new future of Herr Magellan. It will be the starting engine." People called the new engine Herr Magellan Zero. And load 4 engines. Let's go on a journey to make a beautiful beauty again as Herr Magellan Quattro. Let's go on an adventure. Take this, Herr Magellan Quattro. With this, Herr Magellan Quattro, toward a new future that surpasses the rough waves of the times. Now you can also use this, Herr Magellan Quattro, to the crew of a journey aiming for a beautiful appearance. This is the story until the departure of Herr Magellan Quattro. Want to hear more? All right. Now let's talk about the true departure of the Herr Magellan Quattro. Years have passed since the departure as the Herr Magellan Quattro. The Herr Magellan Quattro has an engine that surpasses rough waves. I have crossed many islands with that engine. At one point, on an island with dead land. Another time, on a poor island with food shortages. The Herr Magellan Quattro party crossed various islands and has solved various island problems. One day, I found an old man seeking help at the sea. Of course, they helped the old man. I decided to send it to the island where the old man lives. The island where the old man lived was a dead island that I visited a long time ago. When the Herr Magellan Quattro party came was thought to have been resolved, land depletion was happening again. I tried to go to the sea to catch fish in search of food because the crops did not grow. It was said that it had been washed away. The captain who saw this situation was very worried. The problems we have solved on the island were only ad hoc. How can a fundamental solution be achieved? The captain remembered a book he had read a long time ago. The book was a fairy tale about the tree of life, saving the world. If you have the seeds of this tree. That was the time. One of the sailors brought a seed that he had picked up in a country of longevity that he visited a long time ago. Captain, looking for seeds? I don't know if it's useful, but please use this. The captain, thinking of clinging to the straw, I started growing the seeds immediately. Then, as you look at it, the seed grows bigger. Eventually, it grew into a larger and splendid tree than the Hair Magellan Quattro. It's the same as the tree of life I saw in that book. The tree, which is better than what I saw in the book, it had the power to revive thin land. Yes, it was a tree of life that couldn't be beaten. The next day, the captain gathered the islanders. We will travel again. But this island has this tree of life. It's the only tree that saves this island. Please take good care of this. Be sure to save the crisis on this island. The people of the island, as they say, I took care of the tree of life every day. Thanks to that, the island prospered and became a vibrant island. This seed can save everyone. Then the Hair Magellan Quattro has this tree of life continued to sail around the world. With a new feeling, go back to the sea of the hairdressing and beauty industry. And even now, the island visited by the Hair Magellan Quattro, as it is said that we will build a prosperous and sustainable era with one big tree.